Grandma DC here. Second take. For some reason, the first one didn't upload. It seems like when I am super upset and I'm super horribly frustrated, my new Sony camcorder picks up on it and says no. We're just going to put up a lot of little exclamation points, and it's going to say corrupted and unavailable and I don't know what all. It just doesn't work. So, woosah, woosah. Here, like the other day, it said to lower your blood pressure. Let's just do this for 60. You can watch me do this for 60 seconds. According to Women's Day magazine, this will lower my blood pressure and make me calmer. I don't think it's working. Here's what happened. You're all wondering now, what the heck happened, Grandma? Okay, do you remember yesterday I put up a vlog, and somewhere in the middle of it I just mentioned that I had found this dog that almost got ran over. It was a corgi, and it was in the middle of the road out in front of my house. I'd never seen the dog before. And so I was like, I knew that the neighbor at the bottom of the hill had corgis. I had seen, my hair's falling down, I had seen his corgis running in his driveway. And I knew that they had a hair salon there, and I knew it was very exclusive, and I knew that it was they're wonderful men. People talked about it. These two guys live together, and they're just super sweet. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take this dog to them, and surely it's got to be theirs. I mean, who else has corgis, you know? Not that it's a very popular dog in Missouri. I know the Queen has corgis, but you know. So, and it was old corgi. She looked old. She looked old, she was walking kind of stiff, you know, so I just assumed. So, as I mentioned in my video, I took her down to the guys, and I met this wonderful hairdresser. His name was Tracy. He was so sweet, and he said, no, but we also run a professional animal rescue. And I was like, awesome, awesome. And he mentioned Casey's and Bullseye, and he said the internet, and I thought they have ways to take pictures of her and put her on, you know, the internet and put up flyers. I just assumed they would put up flyers and things. I mean, when he mentioned Casey's and Bullseye and asking around down there, there's always flyers up in those windows with dog pictures. I look at all of them, and I always look for the dog, you know, I can really relate if someone misses their dog. I know, it's painful, okay? So, I'm sitting at my computer, minding my own business today. I never gave it another thought. She was in a safe place. They were professionals. I got lucky, you know, and I knew they would find her home. You know, just no doubt about it. Because if someone even attempted to find, you know, me, I would see the flyers. I would be online. I would go talk to the veterinarian. You know, I would find them, you know, if someone even tried. So, I thought, okay, yeah, this is okay. Went to Mom's. We had a great afternoon. I came home. I did that long vlog for you all. And I had so much fun working on it last night and loading it up. And never once thought no good deed goes unpunished. I have said it before and I will say it again. No good deed goes unpunished. So before I get into the rest of the story, I need a cup of coffee. Hang on. And I'm back. I have Yoda. He'll make me feel better. So I'm sitting at my computer today as the story continues, and I see a hand come in front of my door. I have a glass in my front door, like a lot of us do, and this hand knocks on the door and then pulls back. Now, when I knock on someone's door, I stand in front of the window, I knock on it. Half the time I'm looking in. Hello, you in there? You know. But why people knock on a door and then pull back and stand to the side? It's creepy. It's weird. UPS does it. So does FedEx. I understand. They knock, they ring, they run. You know, they're busy. They're in a hurry. I understand it. But, you know, when a human being, as if FedEx and UPS are not human beings. I like my FedEx, my UPS guy, not the FedEx guy. I like the UPS guy. He's nice. You kind of wonder why. Why are they standing to this? You know, why aren't they? It's kind of weird. So this hand knocks on my front door, and I thought, oh, what now? No one comes to my house ever, you know. So I get up from the computer where I was editing, because for some reason it didn't put on my recommendations from Amazon. Didn't put them all on there. So I was trying to get re-edited and get them back on there again. And I open the door, and this woman has a phone in her ear, and she's screaming at me, "You found my dog, and you gave it away, and she's been stolen!" And I'm like, Well, that was an opening line. I said, honey, I found the dog. It was a corgi. I'd never seen it before. She almost got ran over. I knew the people at the end of the drive, down at the bottom of the hill, had corgis. I thought she was his. They're professionals. They find homes. You know, what are you talking about? She was stolen. I said, somebody stole her from there? I mean, how could they steal? These people live back up a long drive. They had beautiful kennels and pens. It's very well appointed. These two guys have done beautiful work on this house, and they have a hairdressing salon. But it's exclusive. You know, you don't just go there. You got to be invited. So anyway, I thought I'd done the right thing. I thought she was safe. Never assume anything. I don't know. You know, then she hands me the phone, and Tracy, this wonderful man I met that I really liked, he's screaming at me, why are you insinuating we did something wrong? And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I just got hit in the face with this woman telling me I got her dog stolen, and you know, so I'm trying to piece this out with two hysterical people. I have a hysterical gay man in my ear. I have this hysterical skinny pretty blonde in front of me. I swear it was like being at work. I'm like, what is going on? So Tracy says to me that people showed up with he put her on the internet. So then the woman screams at me, I don't have the internet. And I said, I'm really sorry. And so, you know, he says he put her on the internet. People showed up with papers. They said they had been out of that house. It was empty up here that moved. I thought that's maybe that they had moved and left her because there's an empty house up there now. They'd moved, had a sale. And that they had been feeding her and that they wanted to adopt her because they had been feeding her for a while. Well, this one was screaming, they were not feeding her. She's my dog. And I'm just like, and you got her, so she's just really being accusatory at me, and I'm thinking, I am an evil, horrible, god-awful person, and I'm about ready to cry because Tracy's screaming at me in the other ear that I was insinuating he did something wrong, and I'm like, I wasn't, you know, I thought she was yours, I took her to you, you're a professional, you find homes for animals, I thought you were going to find her. Then the woman's screaming at me, why didn't you go door to door knocking on the doors, you didn't even try, rah, 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 rah. Tracy said he thought I was going to try, so he made an assumption too, and I now feel bad that I didn't go down the road knocking on people's doors. I thought I took her to where she belonged because I'd seen corgis there. And then when I found out he was a pro, I just left it in his hands and never had another thought about it. I went to Mother's. I came home and did a vlog for you all. Had a wonderful evening. Didn't have to go to work. So now I'm feeling like a horrible person because they're both yelling at me, telling me I'm a horrible person because I didn't try hard enough to find, you know, knocking on doors. And I feel awful. I'm like, you know, whoa, I thought I wouldn't cry the second time around. So, you know, you get hit with something like this. It's like no good deed goes unpunished. I just let the dog stay in the middle of the road, get run over. That's just not the way I am. Next time, will I? I doubt it. I'm just not the type to let a dog get ran over. But maybe I should have. You know, stay out of other people's business. Don't even, you know, guys, I love my YouTube family. You're all about 2,000 of you, and hang on. And y'all say such nice things, but if I did wrong, I did wrong. I didn't try hard enough. I feel terrible. Because if, you know, if it was Angus or Betsy or Scud, you know, I would just feel god-awful. Would I rather find Betsy dead in the middle of the road or what? I guess apparently I pieced together some of the story. Finally, from the two hysterical people, both angry at me. Tracy said I was accusing him of not doing the right thing. I wasn't. I don't know where he got that, other than the fact that this woman was screaming at me too, and I, you know. So, I apologize. I said I'm not insinuating that. You know, I don't know. People are weird. So, she grabbed the phone out of my ear before he finished talking to me. She snatched it out of my hand and stuck it to her ear, and she went stomping off, and I tried to apologize, but she basically said F you. And she doesn't have the internet, so she's not going to see this. And Scud come running out because I can't keep my dogs in. Of course, Tracy was telling me she should have kept her dog in. I guess apparently, I guess you're wondering what happened, and I can't really tell you for sure because I'm not really certain with all the hysteria, but it sounds like he put her on the internet, and somebody falsified papers, said they had been feeding her at that empty house, and they came and got her. Now, I am absolutely shocked because I can't give a dog away. I had puppies that were half Neapolitan Mastiff and half St. Bernard by accident one time because I adopted a Neapolitan that nobody wanted. And she got pregnant. I thought she was fixed. Long story short. And I had 9 puppies. I went to Walmart and sat in the parking lot for like 2 days. I couldn't give them away. I advertised them. I did everything. You know, I was finally like, here, a 50-pound bag of dog food and $20, take a puppy. You know, I was always paying people to take dogs. And then that woman at the vet's, she was like, I sell them for $1,500 a piece. These little black and white, you know, English. And I'm like, how? Are you connected in Saudi Arabia somehow? I just can't give a dog away. I can't even sell a goat. I will be giving Star away, I'm sure. I mean, anytime I want a goat, I've got to pay $100 for them or $150. But if I try to sell one, no, nothing. Nobody wants it. So I don't know, guys. Comment below. Tell me how awful I am. Like I said, no good deed goes unpunished. I'm going to get ready to undo the dehydrator, and we're going to see. I'm not looking until I have you on camera. We're going to see how the dehydrated Jell-O went. So to continue briefly, I'm going to check the Jell-O to see how it dehydrated. Then we're going to try to make berry muffins. Berry flavored zero-carb muffins. That'll be the next vlog. I'm having computer and camera trouble. Thank you, Dwayne, for trying to help me, to tell me how to delete. But I keep deleting and stuff keeps coming back. It's horrible. So I love you all. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep up the insanity.